I wonder if we can figure out how many Discord posts there have been. I'm sure there's a way. Anyway, that's a problem for future me. We'll let people mosey on in as the Silver Eagles host the Knights.
Yep, it is rainy and low winds.
Copy that, boom, boom. Alright. I went too far.
Go back, go back.
Revert to monkey. Alright. Our experts have Mexico City as the favorite, to the surprise of no one involved. Our game setup, it's rainy and low winds, you said?
Yes.
Alright. It's got a hawk. There's a hawk. Let's go Knights. I love it.
Did you know you can adjust the camera height and zoom in the options menu?
Yeah, but you can't adjust the angle of which it's parallel to the field.
Yeah.
Really kind of just on my wish list.
I don't know about you, but I want to view the field from a 40-degree angle.
And we got Mike here rooting for the Silver Eagles. As a reminder, after this stream, if you are a general manager, you will be seeing all the color rushes I have on the book, so that this way if we need to change them, we can change them. Because Color Rush is next Wednesday as we hit our 2-year anniversary. Still wild. The deep bomb downfield, wide open, Scotty doesn't know, touchdown. Just beat his man with 2 steps, and so 1 throw from Peter Soffins, and they've got 6 points on the board. Peter Soffins is throwing at a perfectly sustainable 100% pass to completion to touchdown rate. And this one's going to roll out of the end zone for the backfield and be a touchback. It's a great name, Genius. It is. Some of the names in this league I absolutely love.
Wigan? Oh!
Falconen with a great catch.
The OL holds up surprisingly well there.
It does. Well, I mean, the OL for Hollywood is not bad, actually. It's a lot better than people believe. It's a pretty good OL. It's giving McGuigan the protection it deserves, but they've been consistently good. Are they a top-line OL? Not yet. Give them some time, though. And I would be surprised if they weren't. And despite the opening start from Falconen, that's going to be a quick turnaround. And Dawkins is going to get tackled at the 22. Softens back to pass.
Has a very open, deep shot, and Montroy gets the touchdown.
Absolutely.
Let's see how much they run this up. What are the 0-point scorigamis left to get?
Quite a few. But I've already locked that part in. No, it's fine. If we have to add scoring copies, we will. And he avoids the football, which avoids a T-pose glitch. You love to see it. And Hardwood
Hardwood!
with a catch and run. And Hardwood is one of my favorite people. He's my co-GM in the Dev League. Well, he's one of my two co-GMs in the Dev League. So, he's great. McGuigan finds Valkonen.
Oh, he was right on the outside line. That was really nice.
Valkonen is going to be one of those most... Aw, thank you. It's going to be one of the most underrated tight ends I have ever seen. And he's going to come out with a bang as Johnny Tsunami gets that pick.
You know, it's hard to catch the ball as a receiver when your quarterback throws it about 3 feet too high.
Although it's easy to catch if your quarterback throws it 3 feet too high if you're a DB. And that one nearly came back. Peter Softens has now thrown not every pass a touchdown. And now not every completion a touchdown. We knew his 100% rate was unsustainable. Softens back to pass, deep bass, and
Good defense.
Knights get a stop.
Was that a deep bass?
I thought I said deep pass, but you know.
We're going fishing?
We're going fishing. It's been a long day, man. And this one's going to roll back in the end zone for a touchback. Can't quite get the coffin.
The Knights get the ball in touchback position. We'll see if they can avoid scoreless. McGuigan has a good chunk of time, but no good targets. Almost immediately gives it up. You gotta be more disciplined.
I actually don't hate that play. And I'll tell you why. I get it. It shouldn't work. It won't work. But if there's ever a wide receiver currently in the league to throw it to, as Hardwood gets that one, on a deep bomb that looks dangerous, Dixie Kong is about as good as they get.
Yeah, it's about as good as they get, but he threw us so early into that spot that there was no other way the receiver could really get there to catch
Absolutely. It was a bad throw by McGuigan, but, you know, if you're going to trust someone, Kong's a good trust.
Yeah, the basic gist of it is I just don't trust quarterbacks in this league the longer they hold the ball in their hands.
That's fair, as Hardwood rushes for a first.
Beautiful. I love rushing plays. I love rushing plays when they work. I hate them when they don't.
Hardwood has now rushed the ball one time for 4 yards.
That was a very dumb throw.
He's made a lot of those. He needs to stick to these short routes. They've been working for him. These yards after catch from Hardwood and Valkonen have been nothing if not phenomenal. Leaning on that is going to be the success for the Knights today. As we hit the end of the first quarter, Knights are driving, though. Games for you. It's going well. How about yourself? Hardwood this time met behind the line. Botterman was there ready to meet him. And so it's going to be a punt. The Eagles get the stop they want. And that punt is going to go nowhere. That's excellent to hear. Softens back to pass. Has time, has a man. It's Scotty doesn't know, and he's going to get his second touchdown of the night with that extra spin move just to make sure of it. And James Bond is going to make this 21-0. The one thing is, I actually will say this as a Knights fan, they don't have much on defense, so you get to really see sort of how the offense is coming together. Because you've been able to get these sustained drives. Yes, you haven't been able to put any points on the board, but this is kind of a rebuild season. You kind of take the victories where you can.
Yeah. You know, when you prefaced it like that, I was half expecting you to say they don't have much on defense, and they don't have much on offense, but they've got a lot of heart and good special teams.
Games for you. I have this game on PS4. I'm not sure if I can play it on PS5. I'm actually not sure. We play it on PC, as you can see by all of our custom teams, with custom uniforms and custom players and the like. So I'm not 100% sure. Bad throw, but Yam Lewis
Wow.
bails him out. Um, I'd I'd ask on the Axis server to see if it can. They would probably be the team would probably be able to help you. And we were talking about Dixie Kong earlier. There she is.
Knights are getting in position. They can avoid scoreless.
Absolutely. Short pass and Hardwood just can't come down with it. Yam Lewis again. Knights have been stringing this together. Are you guys getting ready for the new NCAA football game? Not really. I don't think so. I mean, at this point, this football game takes most of my life. So, yeah, I don't have time for another one. Hardwood met behind the line, Dankworth. Also, I don't trust EA with a football game. Just flat out. McGuigan has time. Finds Valkonen. What a play from this tight end. Cade Fletcher disappeared off the face of the earth, and Valkonen has definitely stepped up. And there's an aliens play there, as the two players are going to run into each other.
Hey, come on, Knights. Come on. Come on. Just no turnovers.
And you know what? They don't. 3rd and goal. I'd almost give it to Hardwood and just try and run it in.
Nah, this distance with a goal line defense.
Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, I wouldn't get my hopes up for that. Just based on sort of their history with their handling of Madden. And Body scores! Hollywood is on the board!
Yes!
I love it. I always love a good bot kicker. Scotty doesn't know, bobs and weaves and gets to the 45. We've definitely seen a lot better returns this season. Hello, Dave. How's it going? Go, Body. I love it. Hold here, so it's coming back. I think it's an offsides, actually, so it will be declined. As they got a little more yards off that catch. Softens back to pass. Deep bomb downfield, wide open, Rod Tidwell. He is spreading the ball around and making it count.
Gotham is having a heck of a game, though it's hard to really credit him for it. This is the kind of game that, like, until certain matchups have happened, you can't really look at the stats of quarterbacks or receivers and
Absolutely.
really judge them compared to their peers. Because it's like, if you play the Knights, the Rush, or like the Knights, the Rush, or the Hammerheads, you're going to start getting some up there stats on really good offense. So until those games happen, lots of players are going to have significantly lower stats compared to their like contemporaries at their positions.
Absolutely. Although, I think, Phil, no, it wasn't you, it was Dustin and I that were talking on,
Oh god, the OL
ooh,
got blown the heck up.
Kevin Choate will get that sack.
That was a foot race for the credit.
How about that new...
Yeah.
Yeah, it really, that game with the Nightmares was nuts. And that'll bring up the end of the half, as Hollywood's going to punt this one away. So, unless Dawkins can get somewhere, and he can't, that'll do it.
And
So,
we are joined in the booth by a good friend.
hello.
Yeah, no,
Hello, we're not.
How do you
What?
run well in this game? I've always had trouble running the ball. So, I'm so glad you asked games for you, because now I can talk game theory. Dust is sort of right. You do, but it depends on a couple of things. It depends on your OL stats, it depends on your running back stats, it depends on the opposing linebackers, the opposing DL, how fast each of those are. Speed is kind of the answer.
Yeah, it's really difficult because the engine doesn't simulate creating space or like moving someone while they're being blocked.
It needs an OL overhaul for sure.
Yeah, because you'll see even like blocks are basically just like two players connecting and being forced stuck together and then not really moving. You'll even see when like blocks downfield, someone will like run up and grab a player from behind to initiate the block. And so like there's just not that much there's just not much granularity in blocks. You either get the block or you just don't. And the runners are also not very good at detect are not very good at avoiding players who are being blocked. Like it's almost like they don't see a player who's being blocked as a player, so they try to run through them. Oh, which leads to eventually the block gets broken and then they get instantly tackled.
Yep.
Um, I mean, you can't really run in Madden without glitching and manipulating. You know what? I'm going to make the bold statement that you actually can't really run in real life without glitching it.
Mike, to answer your question, Montroy caught the touchdown.
Sorry, it's a little hard to hear you right now.
Yeah, you're coming in very muffled. Incomplete pass there. If the Knights are a second half team, they have not been doing anything inspiring this second half. Short pass to Valkonen, though, and Valkonen gets the first. I spoke too soon, it seems, Phil.
Well, you know what? McGuigan steps back, throws.
Dixie
That's a
Kong.
good chunk of yards.
They're inspiring the opposing defense. You're not wrong, Dust. Short pass to Yam Lewis. And to answer Mr. Mankini's comment about the kicker on Nightmares, all the kickers in the Dev League have been absolutely phenomenal. There's a bunch of teams that need kickers, and each of them is going to find a spot where they will succeed. That's kind of wild to me. Just a miscommunication there as he is hit while throwing. Short pass outside to Valkonen, and this time Valkonen can't make the additional yards, so it's going to be a punt from about the 50. And Botterman brings on the steroids and kicks it out of the stratosphere. So it's going to be a touchback. Softens back to pass. Has all the time in the world. Finds Dokobasi. Dokobasi, who hasn't gotten a touchdown yet, is going to score. It's amazing what having him in the depth chart does. Same question as always. When do Dragons play? I believe the Dragons play 4th? 3rd? No, they don't play 3rd. Do they play 4th?
No, they actually play 5th.
They play 5th. And so,
If you play 30 years, this game will stop producing A and B players.
he's talking about the season thing. That's true. So, I'm actually going to use this opportunity, Johnny Tsunami with his second pick of the night, to actually say something. So, that's true. But I'm going to do that command. And this is very important. Our league doesn't use players in the draft. We build our own. Montroy takes the house. So every time you see a player not named Bodymus Boderman, that's a human. That's someone who's created. D Weeks over here who's talking, that's Butch Hardwood, the running back for the Knights. Mr. Mike is the GM for the Silver Eagles and also the player Michael Dion, the linebacker. Dion? I always thought it was Dion. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I grew up listening to that artist a lot. Does the JV game end? I mean, eventually. Dion.
We get running clock.
I mean, we can, but Dykel Mayon. Share an LR with him. That's fair.
You can say what you want about the Knights, but they were not held scoreless, and that's good.
That is good. It's a win. So yeah, games for you. To answer your question, yes, that's true, but that's not how we run. And a punt here is going to be returned by Dawkins. He's going to be met immediately. Softens. There's going to be an offsides here. They're going to decline it as Dokobasi is going to take it to the house.
Like on the play offsides, though, they won't care about that.
And they have scored a 50 burger. Barry B. Benson. On the plus side, they are not going to break 100. How do you fix that problem? So, I'm not really sure is kind of the short answer. My long answer is a speculative guess. There is a draft file, or at least there was in the last edition, so I'm sure you could modify that, but in terms of on a PlayStation, I'm not sure. It's a great question. The other option is you could say screw the ratings and just min-max like all of our players in our league have. So one of the things you could do is Hardwood gets that one. Is you could just focus on training speed and trade your DL speed just to be absurd and then just kill everyone anyway because none of the other stats matter. There's a million different ways you can do it. And I shouldn't say none of the other stats matter. That's not true. A lot of stats do matter. But yeah, season mode on a PC, on a non-PC, I'm not sure. Hardwood with a phenomenal catch there as he gets a first down. And we hit the fourth quarter of our first game of the night. I do like, this was kind of the one game on paper that I looked at and I said, this game's going to be a curb stomp. Everything else tonight is going to be fair game, and I'm really excited. Which reminds me, Phil, is our next game the Lions Twisters?
That it is. We will be going to Vancouver as the Lions host the Twisters.
Ooh, that will be fun. I am hyped.
It'll be interesting. It'll be rainy and low winds just like this. And it'll be two quite good teams.
Both teams are undefeated and fighting for the top of their division. So whoever wins this match will have the tiebreaker. Twisters have scored a combined 2 points in their last two matchups. Oh, against the Lions. That's true. I think it's going to be really interesting. Yeah, I was like, the Twisters have got 4 wins in a row. How do they score 2 points and win 2 games? And it's high wins, dude. It's no good.
Oh. Depressing.
Softens back to pass wide open downfield Tidwell, but it's a hole that's coming back. DG would have gone for it. Meno Rahe, who hasn't really done anything on the ground or in the air, is going to get called for that one. Softens in his own end zone, is just going to overthrow his man. 2nd and 20. Softens has thrown 8 touchdowns. And it's 3rd and 20.
There is an aesthetic appeal to passing touchdowns.
There really is. They're just beautiful. He's got a man deep. It's wide open. It's John Montroy for his 3rd of the night. Softens has now thrown 9 touchdowns. Do I hear a 10?
You know what? He has the time.
He does. We'll see what the Knights do.
Well, actually, he might not have the time. When do they start running clock?
Now.
Yeah, so I think that they should just start running clock. They might not have time for another touchdown. It'll be a little dicey.
But after his 3-pick disappointing game, despite the win, Softens seems to have shown up today. Fodderman. McWigan finds Boderman again, and it's 2 minutes 30. Hollywood's going to burn a timeout. It's 3rd and 3. Avoids the sack and just can't get it downfield, but good awareness of the play. And it's 4th and 3. They're going for it. DG would be happy. McWigan is sacked, though. Kevin Choate. Has Hollywood been updating slider/DC? They did update their DC. They haven't updated their slider since, but I actually think their offensive sliders are working in a strange way. Boderman, the fullback, has now more rushing yards than Menorahe. Now Menorahe has got it and is going to get... Defense needs work. I think the problem is defense is like 4 people and all bots dust. There's only so much you can get. And Rahe's in for a touchdown. We just need James Bond to miss the kick. Truly a travesty. As it's 70-3.
Nothing good can stay in this world.
It's beautiful for a moment.
Offense isn't too bad. Defense needs work.
Yeah, I agree there.
2/3 of the teams in the league.
It's okay. I'm excited.
People like making offensive players, man. It's fun.
Yeah. Boderman, but there's a flag here. It's an offside, so it's going to be declined. Which, by the way, Phil, you missed it last night. Boderman did a spin move touchdown for the Nightmares.
Oh my goodness.
Like, had the blocks in front of him and took it for like 20 yards. What's the worst scores you've seen? Phil, would you like to answer that one? Because I have that answer, and we probably have the same one, but your answer is the best score you've seen.
Best score I've seen? Is it the 101?
Yeah, honestly, it might be the Silver Eagles versus the Nightmares, where they shut them out like 103-0.
Yeah, there was also that one time in the Super Casual Bowl, we had one team, like, hold another team to, like, single-digit points and score over 100 on them.
Yeah. We didn't score only single digits.
I feel like you scored only single digits.
Oh, no, we scored double digits.
Okay. But we've had some really wacky scores, though most of them made sense in the context of their season.
Yeah, Lewis!
No!
God dang it.
Most of them made sense in the context of the seasons. We've had a lot of meta shifts over defense and offense and like what positions are at what value. Like in the early seasons, running backs were ridiculously effective and offenses were incredible while defenses were quite weak. That's shifted over time. We're a much more defensively slanted league now. So you're more likely to see a terrible score in the vein of like 2-0 than you are to see 100-1
And
if you
Valkonen
ignore that.
scores.
But you know, we've had some really wide range of scores. What's our highest single team scoring record? Wasn't it like a 130?
Yeah. Defense not getting on the bus now. They gotta walk home. And they're going for the onside kick, those bad lads. They're trying to put up 60 unanswered points in 30 seconds. They can't do it as
Ah.
Dion gets it. Yeah, no, they've all been 5-minute quarters beyond season 1, where we had for like the first 3 weeks 3-minute quarters. And they're just going to kneel it out. That'll do it. Hollywood 10, Mexico City 70.
All right, we will be moving on to the Lions hosting the Twisters. Rainy and low winds.
All right. Our offensive player of the game is softened to the surprise of no one, and Tsunami with his 2 interceptions is your defensive player of the game.
Mm.
All right. Lions hosting, you say?
Yes.
Oh, let's do a prediction, Phil.
Do you want it to just be who wins?
Well, let's see what the ratings say, and then let's go from there.
All right.
Later, Mike. Probably going to jail for war crimes. No, that's Toasty. Don't worry. You've done less than him.
Oh, 90%?
Let's do sacks.
Okay. Number of sacks.
Over under 10.5.
Let me set this up properly. Over, under, sacks.
It's not going to be that lopsided.
Let's say 6.5?
No, combined sacks. Okay.
12.5.
I'll say 10.5.
Okay, 10.5?
10.5. Dust, since you're here. All right, you've already posted in your locker room. Game setup, stadium, rain, low winds, and since the Lions are home, Cincy.
And the prediction is open. You have 2 minutes to get in. I think I'm gonna get a new mouse. Mine has been double clicking and like.
You were saying that yesterday too.
Yeah, like the middle mouse button's not getting its clicks, and I've recently started using that a lot. I don't know. I've had this mouse for like 3-4 years now, so I think it's about time. I'm probably just gonna get a new version of it. Like, might just buy the same mouse again. It's only like $30. Maybe it will even preserve my settings.
There you go. And so Twisters start with the ball. 3-man rush at the front from the Lions, but they bring 2 more, and it's a fumble, but that is a tackle for a loss. Dustin Johnson recovers, and it is not starting off well for the Twisters. Run here from Martinelli. Another run to Martinelli. He's got a pitch outside. Oxlong has time. Player breaks free, and they're going to have to settle for an Ito. Wow, we could see a real grit fest game.
All right, everybody. We're going to see scores in intervals of 3.
Our sack counter is still at 0. Larson flies forward.
Come on, Twisters. I believe in you. Come on. Branson,
Branson,
no time. Quick pass. Ah, well defended.
absolutely. Blitz
Branson, no
coming,
time.
avoids it.
Dodges it. Caught by Holland, but no first down.
And it's 4th and 1. Aaron Hughes is going to have to punt.
That was a great play from the quarterback.
Absolutely. And this one's going to be a touchback. Ooh, nearly not. Look, low-key, I get your point of how he avoided it by not moving. But if the DL is expecting him to move and he doesn't, that's a mistake on their end. Oxlong avoids the sack, finds Grayson. Grayson up the sideline. He'll get a first down.
Cool. It's a game of inches. There's only inches separating these players.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's a very strange play.
And it worked to get them 3.
The line sort of like collapsed there in a weird way.
It really did. Blitz coming in. Boss will get it.
The line, no first down. 3rd and 2. Right. Looks like a heavy blitz. Oh, they get through. They hit him.
No sack, though.
No sack, but it's not super relevant, is it?
It is, well, it's relevant for the prediction.
That's true. That is true. How many sacks have there been already?
0.
0. There have been a few really close calls.
There have been, but no one has gotten to the quarterback with the ball yet.
Oh my goodness.
Branson.
Quick throw again.
Ooh.
Will this be the 0-sack game?
That will be wild.
Looks like not a heavy blitz, but they should send extra men in. Oh, wow.
There's one. Masturbator will get him.
Avoids it by not moving. Loki is correct. That's the prevailing strategy.
That time, nowhere to go. Gunner will get this one.
We, not safety watch because they're punting.
Yeah. 4th and 27 and a boom of a punt from Aaron Hughes, but Shy is going to have a little bit of space to work with. He'll get to the 45. You know, I agree with you, except the screenplays are kind of iffy. Martinelli.
Positive run. 3rd and 5.
He is averaging under 3 yards a carry. As Oxlong is hit while throwing, Shiloh catches it, but not enough. And I think that keeps them out of field goal range to boot. Yes, so Zuko Ito's going to punt, and they're going to try for a safety.
The more pressing concern is that they dodged the sack. Again.
Yeah, there's only been 2 sacks. Branson has time. No, he doesn't. Masturbator, sack number 3 of the night. Larson flies forward, gets tackled for a loss by Hives.
It's unavoidable.
Branson has time this time, finds Botterman, who jukes a man, but not enough for the first, and this is going to be 4th and 1. They're going to punt.
Second time the Twisters have had a narrow non-first down on a clutch play. I need to get some credit for these sacks. Well, someone needs to finish them.
Martinelli tackled for a loss here. Broxtello-Wello will be credited with that one. Martinelli up the middle. And Lidditz is going to burn their first time out as we head to near the 2-minute warning. This game has flown by. And just dropped. You got to catch that. So it's 4th and 3. It's going to be another punt. This has been a 3-0 back and forth. Whoever's going to... The moment a player makes a mistake, that could be the end. Branson gives it to Larson. Larson's got nowhere to go. Johnson gets him.
Branson. Oh!
And that's sack number 4. Bader's got 3. Got to figure out how to stop this blitzing linebacker. He's been a force.
Look, we need Kellogg to join the league.
I get it, because it's a brand cereal.
Really happy with that joke. I think that one, I think it was a high quality goof.
Absolutely. Oxlong back.
Oh, open man. Grayson doesn't catch it in stride, but breaks 2 tackles for a big gain.
That puts them in field goal range.
For now.
Yeah, Oxlong hasn't been sacked much. That time he's good on volleyball it.
I almost wish the players could catch the volleyball.
I almost wish they had the awareness to do so.
Yeah, imagine if the quarterback caught it at that point and then had to run. Yo, that was a really weird play, but it worked.
It worked really well. Blaze Boss is going to get them even closer to... They're going to get them safely in Zuko Ito's range. Oxlong back to pass. Hit while throwing. Nearly picked there. Blitz coming in. Nothing doing. So it's 3rd and 10. Oxlong. And it's a pick! Lighthall will get it.
Woo! Alright, come on, Twisters. You can do this. You can do this.
Bad throw from Mike Oxlong is going to make the Twisters have a chance. And it's coming right back! Fate Sabor! Pick 6!
Well, that's one way to score.
And Vancouver. What a pick 6 from Fate Sabor.
A catastrophic play for the Twisters.
Honestly, I need to start clipping these things so we just have highlights. Guys, if you like highlights, just clip them. I will post highlights of the week.
I miss when people would just, clip, half the things we said.
Yeah. And it's a fumble. Larson recovers. It is not going well for Lettuce tonight in this half. Branson just gives it to Larson. Larson makes a man miss and can't quite get out. And that'll bring out the end of the half. Twister is going to be kicking it to boot.
Well, you win some and you lose some. And...
In this case, they're losing some.
Yeah. Gotta get the ball off. That's true. booting it to kick. Oh God. No, that's really bad field position.
Absolutely. But so far, the Twisters' defense has been unable to get any stops of any sort in terms of sacks.
Well, you know, the Lions have just gotten these like little first down passes while under pressure. They're just like a step away from locking them up, honestly.
So you're not wrong.
Like how many times has Oxlong gotten the ball off like a second before he gets hit?
Absolutely. There's a 4th and 6. So a quick 3-and-out from Vancouver.
Honestly, you could even say that the problem is that the linebackers aren't able, the linebackers or the defensive backs, whoever's covering those mid-range routes, aren't covering them well enough to force Oxlong to wait. If Oxlong had to wait that extra beat, he'd be hit multiple times already.
Speaking of waiting a beat, Willie Weasel is going to get them to the 40.
Are you partial to ferrets, TLK?
I
Oh,
like
that's a nice
Ferris.
broken tackle for a Holland
Catch and
15,
run.
16 yard game. That's fantastic. I'm partial to ferrets. I like that a group of them is called a business.
Nice. I like that.
I
One
also
of
like. Oh, Branson's hit by Bader again.
I have a picture of my old dog who unfortunately passed away, but we took him to Petco, and
Why? Why fight the red zone when you can throw a pick six? Throw a pick into a pick six.
exactly. Lovehammer will get his first appearance with a tackle for loss. It's 3rd and 23, and knocks him out of field goal range. Branson under trouble, under pressure, in trouble.
You know what? It's a hard life for DL in the league right now. You don't get much glory.
And Aaron Hughes is going to have to punt, and it's not going to coffin.
Too deep for the coffin.
But remind me, Phil, after this, I'll send you a picture of my dog admiring the weasels, wanting to buy a really expensive snack. Not the weasels, the ferrets.
Oh, fumble, but recovered by Smallwood.
Jonathan.
Sacked by Johnson.
So that's another sack for the tracker.
You know, I'm amused by how few players have innuendos in their name, honestly.
That's fair. We got Smallwood, we got Hardwood.
We got Johnson. We got Bader. We got I grab.
Yeah. And what do we think, Phil? We've got 10 seconds left before we hit the 4th quarter. You think we do it? 2-score game?
Yeah, I think we do it. I think this is the right time.
All right, folks. After this play, unless it's a pick six or something. Branson hit while throwing, finds Larson. Larson gets 2. All right, folks. Let's get some 4s in chat.
Glad to see someone else was ready for it. Branson. Oh! Bader just keeps going. Linebackers are scary, man.
They really are. And no one has been scarier this season than Bader. And it's a pick.
Picked by Gunner. Got tangled up there, too.
He did. I think that might do it for the Twisters. They needed more things to go their way, and it didn't seem like much did.
You know what, TLK?
Offsides here is going to be declined as Shiloh gets him 9.
I think the Hammerheads could still win this.
The Hammerheads could still win this. Absolutely. Bader hasn't touched an OL all game. Craig Shiloh in for the touchdown.
Oh. I mean, it's so hard. Like, the way it's set up right now, it's just like the OL locks up the DL and then one linebacker slips through. Is the consistent sack formula.
But honestly, it's definitely good DL that does help.
Yeah, it's the good DL that can actually lock up the OL. Like, the OL being forced to cover the DL continuously creates those gaps to let the linebacker in. So it is a team effort, but the DL are now kind of in the same position as the OL, where you don't really accrue stats despite how important you are to the team's overall success on your side of the ball.
And Larson got a short gain there of 4.
With that in mind, I propose DL bots.
Again? This proposal?
I think we should create the bot-only league.
Body miss Boderman. Shrubbery, who's got his first catch of the night. It's going to make this 4th and inches. And Twisters say, to heck with it, we're going to punt. And a little too much. Yeah, the high tempo of the Lions' defense is not giving the Twisters time to do anything on offense. They're going to be a tough nut to crack this season, but they're going to keep their undefeated streak alive.
Yeah, the Twisters being held scoreless here is criminal, because they played so much better than this.
Okay, I'm going to say this. I think on defense, the score is actually probably an unfair representation of how they played. They haven't really let up any long drives. I think the thing that really kind of killed them was just the picks at the inopportune moment. I think the offense did not play well at all. I think held scoreless is accurate. They couldn't really adapt to this Vancouver defense that was honestly punishing them all game.
Okay. Only 61 passing yards.
Right, I think that kind of tells the bigger picture. They have 80 total yards on offense. Let me just text my wife back. Shrubbery with a huge catch. Io Torrent, what a play! They've gone now more yards, almost more yards in this drive than they have in the rest of the game combined. All they have to do is put up 18 unanswered points and get back into this in a minute and 16 seconds. Finally tired out the defense. They're still trying, absolutely. One thing I love about Axis is the AI doesn't plays this thing till the bitter goddamn end. It'll go for an onside kick if down by 70 and they score. They think they can put up 65 unanswered points in the last 30 seconds. They will do it.
Branson, quick throw, caught by Boderman in a crowd.
1st and goal.
All right, QB sneak. Here it goes.
QB sneak is not a thing in the repertoire.
QB sneak.
He's too close as he is sacked. Fidel Valor.
By Valor. How many sacks is that on the game?
I don't know. We'll check afterwards. DL's got a spot and just incomplete there. It's 3rd and goal. Short pass to Larson. Larson gets a couple yards forward and it's 4th and goal. A stop here will mean victory formation. A touchdown here by Boderman will mean an onside kick.
We did it! They're not scoreless. Take that, doubter.
I know. They scored more offensive yards this drive than they had the rest of the game.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Look, if you think about it, they only lost on offense by 3 points.
That's true. James Cody recovers it. 29 seconds.
They actually got the ball. Oh my god.
They just need to score and do another onside kick. Easy.
Yeah, 1 play touchdown, second onside kick.
Hit wall throwing. That's going to burn 3 seconds off the clock. And Branson is sacked again. Masturbator. I think we might break the 10.5 from one team alone. No. Branson spikes the clock to stop it with 10 seconds. 4th and 17. This is it. Either the final play of the game or we still have more football. He's got time. Hail Mary. And Io Torrance has it.
Big throw, Branson.
And there's an injury timeout which stops the clock because to heck with it. Branson avoids the sack, throws it away, and that'll end the game.
Out.
Well, Masturbator is your defensive player of the game.
How many sacks for their total?
Shiloh is your offensive player of the game. Game stats, team stats. There were 11 sacks.
Oh, it's over 10.5, everybody. That is a payout. Predictions. Oh, and most points were on under. It was 2 people. It was Joe T and
IoT.
Dust. It was IoT and Dust. Dust lost his points.
Again. Dust is becoming the new Tater.
Dust, the perennial point loser.
All right, our primetime game. Phil, let's do this one as a straight who will win prediction.
Okay.
Rush Hammerheads.
Rush Hammerheads. You know, this will be a heck of a game. Who will win? Rush or Hammerheads? Giving people 2 minutes to get their votes in. Dust, if you want to make your money back, bet on the Hammerheads.
That's Phil's Stone Cold Lock of the Century of the Week.
I've said it before. I believe the Rush are more likely to go winless than the Hammerheads. I believe this is the game that'll prove it.
Ooh, I don't know.
Someone already put 5K points down. It was Dust on the Hammerheads.
All right, Toronto has a 60% chance. What's our weather, Phil?
Our weather is a wonderful, crisp, clear with high winds.
Get those high wind emojis out, folks. We're in Toronto, which means... Where are we playing?
If someone wants to take all of Dust's points, if I'm wrong, feel free to put 10 on the Rutch.
I'll put... You know what? We're going to play here, because why the hell not? I wish I could vote. I'd predict. Can I predict?
I don't think you can. You're one of the people who can close the prediction, so it's also too late.
One person bet 10 points on the Rutch. Wait, if the Rush wins...
It was unknown 8788.
Ah, Martinelli trying to win Dust points again.
Yo, more people put points in on the Hammerheads.
You got the vote. Heck yeah.
Woo! Come on. I believe.
Oh, that's interesting.
What?
Okay. I gotta make sure the Rush have a field.
Okay.
Because right now they don't, and so you notice the window's 11.
Oh, goodness.
Can't vote for another Canada team. That's fair. Mason Jordan gives it Thunderball. Thunderball makes him miss.
I think that was a first down.
Absolutely. But Dust, you're also a member of head office, which means you can vote for the Rush. Now, if there was a team in Winnipeg, That would be blasphemy. Fake head office member. You do more in head office than I think you give yourself credit for. Thunderball again. He flies forward, gets the first down. Mason Jordan has time. Throws it. And incomplete. 2nd and 10.
You know, TLK, you ever wonder why we're here?
It's one of life's great mysteries, isn't it? And that one's just going to be dropped. Voiceless Creator, what's your question for where? Because I'd love to answer it. Rush in red, the Hammerheads.
Where can you purchase fantastic jerseys? From the SCFSL merch store.
Heck yeah.
They put the Windows 11 on the field?
Yes, what I'm saying.
What?
Where's Winnipeg? No, we don't have a Winnipeg team. I was speaking hypothetically. Where is that a country? Huge stop from the Hammerheads, and so they're going to have a chance to try and take the lead. Gabriel Picard, though, is going to be met by Juniped Panda. It's now 2nd and 15. Pressure's coming. Hex E, though, has nothing but space. And he's going to get to the 45.
Big reception, Yee.
Huge reception from Hex E.
Strobel gets hit, though, by Stanley.
Everyone knows the only cities in Canada are Vancouver and Toronto. What about Quebec?
Is Quebec a city?
Yes. Montreal is, rather. What about Montreal?
Yeah, wait, what? Isn't Quebec the province?
Yeah, Quebec's the province. Sabadona Tom Hanks with that sack. And so 4th and 39. After that huge play from Mexique, they go all the way back.
Quebec isn't a part of Canada, and I think they don't mind that.
I don't know. They had a vote, and they said they wanted to be a part of Canada.
I, for one, harbor no ill will towards our French brethren.
And so
Now the Belgians!
Alright, anyway, let's focus up as Thunderball, who's averaging 6 yards a carry, is going to rush forward, making this 3rd and inches. 6-2 coming in from the Hammerheads. Thunderball makes a man miss, but gets blocked by his own player. Cloudera will get the tackle for a loss, and so Madagascar gets away unscathed. Boderman back to punt as we hit the end of the first quarter. No, wait, we got one play left. Tom Krieg is given nowhere to go. Strobel back to pass. Incomplete. Strobel.
Would you like to put another international team?
Where?
Yeah.
Honestly? I don't know. Strobel is sacked. Morgan Stanley. The Rush DL has been feasting tonight.
We should have an Italian team.
I was thinking Belgium, honestly. The Waffles.
That could work.
Anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Oh, the Waffles would be great rivals for the Twisters.
I know, that's what I was thinking. Thunderball is still running hard, but he's definitely just got to be stopped as he is going to take it to the 45. The one advantage that the Hammerheads really have over the Twisters is the kicker. We'll see how much of an impact that makes, though. TBC, I'm going to send you a mock-up for a rush field starting tonight or tomorrow. Thunderball is going to be stopped at inches from the first yard marker. He's averaging 5.8 yards per carry as he's got his 10th of the night. And Thunderball gets it. Hammerheads need an answer to this running back, otherwise it's going to be a problem. Thunderball gets 5. Yeah, you're running, you're running air raid, so I think that's not, I don't know what the Navy runs. As Thunderball gets another great yardage.
Jordan. Oh, throw to Botterman. Fantastic. Steps out.
1:38 to go.
You're in the red zone, friends.
They are. Triple option. Blitz coming.
Oh,
Jordan
the
is.
slowest blitz imaginable. Sack by Botterman.
He was ready for him.
Literally the slowest blitz possible.
And
First down by
Sanic.
Sanic.
But time is ticking on this half. Sanic, though,
Sanic touchdown.
catches it, runs it in. He's got to go fast, and so now they're going to turn to Botterman to make this a 7-0 game. Great block, and the kick is good.
Woo. All right. Well, you know what, TLK? You know what? You know what's true? The Hammerheads can still win this.
Absolutely. This is still very much anyone's game, and the Hammerheads will be starting with the ball at the half as Dayton Holmes. I wonder if this is going to galvanize the rush to blitz more, or if it's just going to stop him as Strobel finds Holmes for 7? 6? 6. Three wide. Strobel sacked. Sabadona Tom Hanks. Picard. Huge run there. 20 seconds left in the half. I think they're just going to punt, though, and that will end it. Yep. Touchback. 2 seconds. Toronto has one last play.
And here they go. It's time. They're going to hand it off the Thunderball.
Absolutely. No.
Oh, Jordan actually keeps it, and that's a
Botterman kick.
Reception for a first down.
All right, so we go to the second half. Hammerheads start with the ball.
Lag less, win more. 1 gig internet.
You know, with big followers, you can get more followers, too.
Yeah.
You just gotta download more RAM. It's easy. Strobel fumbles, and Botterman recovers.
Oh, thank goodness. Sack by Tom Hanks.
That's his 3rd sack of the day. Botterman makes a man miss. Gets 9. Gets him 1 yard shy. And so it's 3rd and 1. 6-2 coming in from the rush. They've got to get rid of it quickly, and Strobel does. And he finds Dayton Holmes. Strobel coming in from behind center. Hands it off to Picard. Picard is going to get 7-6. I almost feel like they should run it more. Picard's been good. He's averaging just under 3 yards a carry, though, so maybe not. But this time he falls forward. There's an offsides. They're going to accept it, which is going to make it 1st and 10. They've got a fresh set of downs at the 30. And a chance to tie this up.
Strobel is nothing if not punctual. He knows when it's time.
Does he?
To get sacked.
Morgan Stanley.
He's too you know what? He's too used to having a Hall of Fame OL in front of him.
I would lose service, but I'm back. Well, welcome back. You've missed quite an exciting game, as that one's just a bad throw from Strobel. Oh well,
OL speed killing hammerheads? That could be
absolutely.
true, actually.
They got to get their OL up to snuff, as that one's going to be incomplete.
You know, field goal's okay.
Field goal is okay, especially because Madagascar can absolutely win this game off field goals if they can keep getting drives like they did. 53-yarder is good.
It was almost blocked.
Almost blocked, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. What a curve indeed. If you've ever seen the movie Wanted, it's kind of like that. And Thunderball makes 3 hammerheads look silly. And gets the first down. He almost took it.
Jordan has time.
Finds Sanic. Sanic's been a great reception for Jordan today.
It's the Hammerheads are having trouble covering those short passes.
And Botterman, the fullback.
Picks off for a big run.
That's not true, as Mason Jordan will pass it to Thunderball for his first reception of the night. TVC has Phil Pryored himself.
So many people bet based on my words. It's concerning.
Yeah, I would have bet the exact opposite based on your words. The moment you said that, I knew the Rush had won. Let's get some 4s in chat.
But wow, you're saying the Rush have already won? Are you that strongly opinionated? Would you put all of your channel points and credibility on that?
I mean, Reg Broccoli gets tackled for a loss. They're kind of playing this one real well. 6-2 coming in. Thunderball avoids a tackle and gets the first. John Thunderball has now broken the 100-yard mark. And he's going to run for another 10-plus yards.
Oh my goodness.
I think they're just going to give it to him as the 6-2 comes in.
No one can stop this man.
And they can't. Thunderball touchdown. These two teams will, I believe, be playing each other again one more time. So this is not the last time we will see this matchup, I believe. Let's find out. No, the Hammerheads have the Knights twice. This is the only time they will be playing each other. This Dayton Holmes is going to get to the 30. Picard gets tackled for a loss by Juna Panda. 3 minutes to go. Madagascar is just getting beaten by drops of their own players.
Strobel under pressure again. Throws a wonky pass and it doesn't work.
Do you think they're really missing Devin Boateng here?
Yeah, maybe. I think what they're missing is a high quality OL right now.
That's true. OL speed is more important than Boateng. I do agree. Nothing to do with our pass rush to see tonight. Absolutely. Pass rush has been just completely decimating them as well. It has been very much a lopsided game despite the score. As Botterman gets a tackle for a loss, and that penalty will be accepted, pushing them back. Thunderball flies forward, and 2:20 left on the clock. Jump the route, and so at 4th and 9 with the 2-minute warning, Madagascar down by 11 is going to get the ball back.
I believe in them. The Hammerheads are the most truly fourth quarter team possible.
I don't know. Have you seen the nightmares in the 2-minute warning?
I feel like this is all referencing one game I have not seen.
It's multiple, but yes.
Have you
Heck,
done your
see.
level up yet?
No, because I need to figure out why it's not liking me.
Yeah, no worries. We'll figure it out. Strobel steps back under pressure, but Picard gets it. They get a first down off that play.
He gets tackled out of bounds, so they get a timeout. Picard's first reception, and what a reception, 10 yards. Strobel, though, gets sacked. Sabadona Tom Hanks feasting. And just throws that one away.
Ooh.
And again, Morgan Stanley, it's 4th and 29. They're keeping the offense out there, trying to make something happen. But I think this might be it. Strobel just decides to overthrow his route, and that'll do it. Toronto's going to win this one, 14-3. All right, Phil, what's our next game?
Our next game will be the Reykjavik Frost Giants hosting the Flamingos.
Oh, that'll be
CJ
good.
last time in the booth said this was the litmus test, and here it is.
Said this is how good the Frost Giants will be. Is he still in the booth? I haven't heard
He
him.
is not, unfortunately. I feel like he's probably having mic problems
Ah.
and chose to step out. But it is overcast with high winds.
This will be fun.
Also, I need to pay out the bet. I am sorry. It seems 8788 is getting 13,000 channel points.
Dust is setting up the channel points for fund for people who need it. Thunderball is obviously your offensive player of the game. Morgan Stanley, your defensive player of the game.
I'll do it again. You know what? We'll take a game off predictions here.
Well, let's see what the predictions are from the experts. Because if it's a 50-50, I'm going to tell you you're putting that up.
Alright. I mean, you can put them up too.
All right. Phil, since you are owner and you're here, well, you're away, so never mind. Never changed. Let me just make sure I didn't screw something up and they didn't post that they wanted West Coast. Because the last thing I want to see is that they said, hey, we wanted West Coast.
You know what? I wouldn't protest if you got the Frost Giants stuff wrong, okay?
No, I get that, but I'd rather, as Simmer, make sure that I'm doing everything by the book and correctly. Okay, cool. We are good to go. It's air raid still. They fixed the sliders, but they decided to stick with air raid. Which, fair, you know what? The Rush did it today, and it worked out really well. Our expert picks have Reykjavik as 10%. Alright, so yeah, you're good on predictions.
Yeah. Alright, it's Mingo time. We're gonna go ballistic. We're gonna score a crisp, clean, absolutely titanic 14 points.
I love it. Although I did love your last prediction with the Flamingos Wallabies even score. That was
I
just.
liked that one too. I wasn't in the look. That one worked because I wasn't in the booth.
I know. I thought it was just hilarious.
20K on Mingos. 20K on Mingos would be the correct bet. However, we're not opening a prediction this game.
Dust, you'll have to wait for next game.
You might have to wait for next week. We'll see.
Alright, Toxic Smoke to kick off. The Flamingos will start with the ball. Eyeboss James flies forward to the 30. And Thomas Noble to the house. I gotta switch camera angle. I apologize, people. One rush for 70 yards. We haven't seen a run like that in a long time. I apologize for the camera angle. I was talking to my wife.
Oh, right. 20K on aliens over Wallabies. Oh, the Frosties GM has popped back into the booth. Welcome.
Hello, how's it going?
Seems he's still having trouble.
Jerry Rigg will get the first down.
Early touchdown by the Mingos gives us a solid lead, and good catch by Boateng puts the Frost Giants in very nice position here, too.
Boateng with a great catch. Both the Boateng brothers are on this team. We'll see how they show up against the Flamingos no-fly zone. Flag here, it's a hold. It's coming back. Short pass to Tyson Rouge, who's going to get them to the 40. Short pass to Caleb Boateng. It's 3rd and 7.
And off to Fesdale. Oh,
Fresh
does
Tazzle.
that count?
He
It
does. He flies forward. Lets them hit him the right way so he gets the first down. That's just good running back awareness. You know where the first down marker is, and you just try and cross that plane by any means necessary.
Look, there's no rules against setting up a catapult on the field.
Fresh Dazzle again, this time gets a yard.
Rabbit Sponge, first down, boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting first down. Frosty's probably getting a field goal here if they don't screw this up.
Oh,
Nice pass. Open. First down, Boateng. Fresh set of downs in the red zone. Rigg under some pressure. Throws a quick pass, and it's very, very risky. Risky business. 2nd and 10. Steps back, no pressure.
And
he
fumbles.
gets hit. Fumble recovery by A. Swift.
Archie Swift.
Archie Swift gets the ball. That's a costly turnover.
Max error.
Steps back, open man, caught by Noble, gets past his guy. That's like 20, 30 yards.
Yep, Noble has now broken 100 yards on 2 touches. Or no, he's 3 yards shy of it.
All right. Hand off to Noble. Runs out. Oh, that's a touchdown.
No, it's not.
Quite.
Phil, we're told you're echoing.
I'm echoing? How?
I wonder if it's... I know how to fix that. Phil, try talking now.
Okay. Is it better now? Can folks hear me?
Well, it wasn't a can they hear you, it was an echo question.
Well, yeah, but can they still hear me after? Okay, it's better now? Fantastic.
Cool.
TLK pressed a single button and it fixed it.
That's how it works.
Ooh, error with the... You know what? That wasn't really risky. It was overthrown anyway. Couldn't have been caught. Steps back. Open target up the side, but goes for the wrong man. He had an open target out to the right there.
And that'll bring up the end of the first.
An exciting first quarter with some real interesting plays.
Yep. And so now they're going to bring out Pablo.
TLK equals dad.
I am not a dad.
Not yet.
Not for a little bit.
But have you considered that you in fact have several hundred children and that's all the players in this league?
I mean,
You are partially responsible for creating all of them.
I know. It's really scary when you think about it.
Sir Bongo says updated it to TLK equals my dad.
And it's another fumble. Spider
That-
web this time.
Oh my god.
These fumbles are killing the Frosties.
I can really go for a milkshake right now.
Honestly, same. But what made you think of it?
You said Frosties and I haven't had dinner yet.
Ah.
And off to Noble.
Anna
Tackle for a
Kendrick.
loss. Good defense by Kendrick there.
Maybe Friday I'll treat myself to a Frosty.
That's a good idea. Or maybe go to like a specialty shop, since like if you get the chance, go to like a specialty milkshake shop, get like a really nice one.
Yeah, there's not really any close by in Norwalk, Connecticut, though, I don't think.
I suppose so. Unfortunate. Noble breaks a tackle, almost breaks two. Touchdown, Noble.
Second rushing touchdown of the night for him. He has 110 rushing yards and 27 receiving yards. 2 touchdowns.
Noble has been a huge part of the Mingo's offense.
Absolutely.
Absolutely titanic, trying to fill in for where Jordals used to be.
He's running back, not tight end.
Well, yeah, but he's filling in like the touches and the like he's getting the ball in those spots. He's like filling the role. He's taking up the load.
Gotcha.
Archie might be the free agent signing of the season.
Honestly, Archie Swift has been a huge free agent signing.
Yeah, he's been very, very good for us. Credit to the Mingo's GMs for like just consistently putting together a solid roster.
Absolutely.
Tackle for loss from Dread. Rig has the ball. Quick pass caught by Boateng, but that's not a first down. 4th and 9, they will be punting.
After a first start from the Flamingos, from the Frost Giants, the Flamingos have clamped down on defense, giving the Frost Giants no quarter.
The Frost Giants would probably have like a touchdown or a field goal right now, if not for an untimely fumble recovery.
Absolutely. I know.
Noble with a few more yards.
I'm not sure momentum is a thing in this game, but if it is, that was kind of a momentum shifting play.
Noble gets hit behind the line, though not for much loss, and Reykjavik calls a timeout because they want their chance in the half. And off to Noble again. We are running clock like we're running his feet, and we will be punting on this upcoming play.
Absolutely.
At this distance, this is potential coffin distance for Pablo. But he does not even try.
He says he heard you talking, Phil, about a potential coffin and decided Phil is wrong.
You thought I was going to put him in a coffin? Nah, this is a sarcophagus.
Jerry Rig back to pass. Finds
Pass up the
chest or
middle of the
chest.
Break the tackle. Will the defender catch him? He does, but that's fantastic precision for the Frost Giants.
Absolutely.
They are cooking with propane.
A 50-yard pass and run. And a
It's
pick.
intercepted by Von Ubercastle.
Why does it feel like, what's the name of that guy in Hades and Tartarus, who's rolling up the rock up the hill.
Sisyphus?
Sisyphus. I feel like this is a very Sisyphus game for the Frost Giants here.
Well, there's a specific term. It's a Sisyphusian task. Refers to a task similar to that of Sisyphus.
And it's going to fumble. Block your line is going to recover. Minion Olsen, though, is credited with the sack.
I recovered it. It's fine, everybody. Just carrying this offense single-handedly.
Noble going to get a short gain.
Not even really true. I have 10 hands.
That's true.
And we punt again. But with less time on the clock. Chess got you a chip in the GFSA before we folded? Congrats.
Wide open
Yo,
downfield. Chess!
Chess! That's gone.
That's gone.
Reykjavik scores just before the half.
He says he wanted 2 touchdowns this game. He's 50% of the way there.
Well, you know what? This actually does give Fort Lauderdale enough time for a drive. And they convert the extra point.
Reykjavik is on the board.
Yeah, the Mingos with 3 timeouts, however, do have time to roll a bit of a drive. Might pull it back to a 10-point lead. Might pull it to a 13-point lead. Or even potentially better than that, depending on how the plays shake out.
Eyeball Shames will get this one to about the 32. No, wait, 29. I can't read.
That's fine. I can't really read a football field either.
Well, do you know who could read? Dayton Mack. He could read a defense.
No, he still can. He just needs glasses.
And
I like that we're going for aggressive throws here, though error gets hit.
Anna Kendrick, the linebacker, will get him.
Time for Cawthon TD. Yo, that'd be pretty poppin'.
25 seconds left in the half. They just
What
give it to
was
Noble.
The instant pitch.
And that's 4th and 15. Fort Lauderdale is going to punt.
It doesn't even look like the punt will go. Oh, we did for some reason.
You sit on the throne of lies, as that'll be the end of the half for a touchback.
And with that, the Mingos lead by 10 and are giving the ball to the Frost Giants to start that second half.
Nothing like running on 4th and 15. 3rd and 15.
I mean, if you run a 4th and 15, you're on something, man.
Alright, it's 1st and 10 for the Frost Giants. Hoping to see if they can continue their magic. Deluxe Pogger with a short gain. It's 2nd and 5. Outside corner, I don't know if you saw what I saw there, Phil, but it looked like there was a miscommunication of the route. The wide receiver ran in and then realized the ball was being thrown out. And Boateng
catches in front of 2 men.
Great catch there.
The Frosties have seemingly found their lines in this against this defense.
I mean, I'd say
that's awful.
What a catch indeed. Gives it to Frastazzle, who is met by Joseph Dredd.
Joseph Dredd. That would have been a rare DL sack if not for the handoff. Rig has time, but everyone's covered. Throws to Pogger.
Makes this 4th and 6.
That'll probably be a field goal.
No, they're punting. Toxic Smoke does not have the kick power.
Oh, no.
I think I have negative 20 rush yards this game. I'm not 100% sure, Rabbit. You definitely had a couple of big runs forward, so not sure.
Rushing is hard.
Rushing is very hard.
Unless you're Noble, where you just do it with ease.
I mean, I was going to say Martinelli. Noble's had this one good game, but beyond that, his running has been...
Oh, quick snap, Cawthon! He's up the side. It's not a touchdown, I don't think.
Nope, he gets stopped.
That is a big-time play. Pitch to Noble up the side, gets a couple yards. Hand off to Noble. Gets another few yards. 3rd and 5. This is where we hand it to Noble again. It goes up the middle. First down, I think. Yeah.
It's 1st and goal.
Now it's a passing play. No, we are handing it to Noble again for loss.
Commander Fluffy will get this one.
14 for 142. That's not a bad night. Pass to Williams gets us some yards, but not really an aggressive touchdown pass. 3rd and goal. Come on. Come on. Steps back, throws.
Williams.
All right, we'll be kicking a field goal here to start the 4th quarter. I think it's just distant enough. We do not do 4s in chat.
Alright. Williams created in the portal. Huzzah!
And it's good. The Mingos take a 13-point lead.
I don't know. 2 score. Yeah. We'll save it. We'll save the 4s.
Yeah.
Pablo booms this one for a touchback. "100% of your actives." That's awesome. Jerry Ray gives it to Frastazzle, who is met by Linus Riverboat. Gets -1 yards on that play. It's 3rd and 11. And bobbles that one. So it's going to be a quick 3 and out. They're going to punt. They decide they're going to trust their defense to get a stop. I'm not sure I'd go for that, but yeah. Toxic Smokes punt will go for a short distance, and Ubercastle is nowhere to go.
I think this brings Mingos to 100% on our actives.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Good job, guys.
Error, sacked, and a Kendrick. Has there ever been a punt return touchdown in the SCFSL? No. Kick return touchdowns, there have been 5. Wide open downfield, Boss James. Touchdown.
19-point lead for the Mingos.
I know he was here earlier. I don't know if he still is, but he just got a 74-yard reception for a touchdown. He beats his man and takes the first. Well, touchdown. First TD of the season. There we go.
It was in an important game, too, considering.
Oh, yeah. I think, when did the Flamingos and the Silver Eagles play?
I don't know.
Chester Chess! He promised 2 touchdowns. He delivers 2 touchdowns. 215 yards, 4 receptions. I'm going to say this. I can make a case right here, right now, that there is no more valuable wide receiver of the year candidate than Chester Chess. Boss James gets a couple. And it's a pick here, Botterman. Rabbit, you can always switch to wide receiver. As you are a running back, the TPE penalty for switching from offensive position to offensive position is 0. So you can always play wide receiver just where you are or reset yourself if you feel so inclined. Jerry Rig. Back to pass, finds Boateng. Who is the Frost Giants tight end? And it's coming back as the truth will get this pick.
Oh my goodness.
So it's, yeah, part of it's a use of the RB, and part of it, Rabbit, is just, I mean, you've seen this game. Part of it is just the running back gets swallowed up behind the line. And so they use what might make more sense to do is to have more running back plays and like build a custom playbook that uses the running back as like a pass catcher. As Noble gets tackled for a loss, and a Kendrick. Like, take away Noble's largest run, he's still getting swallowed up. And so, with a minute and 40 to go, Frost Giants have to come back 13 points in order to take the lead. So they have to score, get an onside, and score again. Can they do it? Billy Bob Booker Thompson, that's their tight end. He's also not really doing anything. It seems like they're leaning heavily on the wide receiver core.
We cover short passes really well.
That's true. As Jerry overthrows his man, minute 36 in the game. And incomplete there. Two men on the crossing route, both of which were covered, made a throw. Not sure I would have gone with it. Jerry Rig is 15 for 29 for 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, and 300 plus yards. And it's 1st and 10. Turnover on downs. Fort Lauderdale will likely kneel this out, and that will do it. Good game to both teams. It is 27 to 14.
And our next game will be the Venom hosting the Dragons.
Yep, Fort Lauderdale plays Mexico City, Week 10. Whew. That'll be fun. That's a game to circle.
The Venom are hosting the Dragons with rainy and low winds.
All right. All right. Thomas Noble is obviously your offensive player of the game. Vaughn Ubercastle, your defensive player of the game. Let's go to our next game.
How long are you simming? How long?
We have 2 more games.
2 more games. All right, I forget. The microphone picks up everything, so they can hear you even when you whisper.
Did they hear me burp?
Yes, they did hear you burp.
Did they hear me shart on the floor?
What?
No, let's not do that.
You know, sharting.
Honey, this is a Christian server.
Not on your Christian Minecraft server?
Not on my Christian Minecraft server. All right.
I mean, the
Dragons are home, you said?
I believe it's the Venom hosting.
Oh, the Venom hosts the Dragons. Sweet.
Yeah, the Venom are hosting.
Since the Dragons have the right logos on their helmets, they have been undefeated, and they have been looking like a force.
You know what? They're in the right headspace.
But the Venom, as Dust says, are the best 1-3, 1-4 team currently in the league.
Is this like how the Chargers were the best team in the league, excluding special teams that one year?
Kinda. Phil, I think we have to do a prediction.
Fine.
Who will win?
Predictions are up. Put your money on where your mouth is, everybody.
All right. Rainy, low winds. Low winds, not no winds. And, let's go. You know what? We're in Las Vegas, Arizona. Arizona's a desert. Las Vegas is a desert. Let's go.
Yeah. You know what else is a desert? Mongolia.
Is it?
I think so. Or it might be next to a desert.
Thought it was a tundra.
Yeah. Well, you know, technically, deserts are not determined by any level of temperature. They're determined by water.
No, I
How
know,
much water
but I
they
think
get.
I think a tundra has more water than a desert
I believe that's true.
because it snows.
Yeah, I believe that.
All right. So here we go.
Here we go, motherfuckers.
Ping Xiaopo will get a short gain there. Greg Gase gives it to Mouse, and Mouse is met by James Gallen. Rabbit, you were asking about teams that use running back. No team uses them more than Las Vegas. Short pass to Botterman. Love hearing your wife in the background, lol. I keep trying to get her in the booth. She says no.
You know what? I
I'm
get
too
that.
good for
This
this.
is frightening. You let weird people in here who just spout.
I'm not a fucking nerd.
Wow. Okay, she could also just put it like that.
Yeah.
What did they say?
What?
What was said?
He said, Phil was talking about how the booth was a tough time, and then you shout that you're not a nerd, and he said, oh, or you could put it like that. As Dogwood Maple, it's maple season. He's going to take it to the house. She's the
Doing a
color
garlic
commentary
knot?
already. That's true.
Would you like a garlic knot?
What? Oh.
Do you want one?
I'll be back. I'm getting a garlic knot. If you're playing on your bingo card, getting food has now been checked off.
Yeah, when are you gonna go move that mini treadmill?
I also got a half cheese, half pepperoni pizza.
Oh, that sounds good.
I figure you'd get hungry at some point.
I'm gonna make myself once we're done with the stream. I'm actually gonna make myself like a box of mac and cheese and like pour a can of chili on it.
What was that?
I'm gonna make myself a box of mac and cheese and pour a can of chili on it.
That sounds good.
Yeah, we haven't had chili in a while, so I'm excited.
Derek Wildstar with the tackle for a loss.
Darn, you're getting hungry. We're getting hungry too. That's why we keep bringing up food.
Commentary's tough work. It takes a lot out of you.
Yeah, I ate a whole bunch of carrots. Like my mom cut up carrots in like chip shape,
Ryan.
and I was just like devouring those. So I ate a bunch of carrot before the stream, but you know.
And that one's muffed by Sky Rush. Is going to lose them quite a bit of yards. Did anyone even bet on this prediction?
Well, one person put 1.4K on the Dragons winning. It was All-Star 289.
I like it. Runman gets tackled for a loss. Dreyfus will get him. Beeman back to pass. Deep bomb downfield. Will Turner. What a play. So I have to ask Dust a question, which is if the Venom lose this, are they the best 1-5 team? 1-4 team?
had such nasty luck.
I mean, you could make a case that, despite their slow start, they've had one of the toughest schedules.
Yeah. All right, TLK, hear me out. Poison type Pokemon.
Okay?
Most of them are just venomous.
Okay.
It's not the same thing.
That's fair.
Like, Arbok is not poisonous, it's venomous. Get it right, Game Freak.
Yes, that's the problem. Not the fact that Ekin spelled backwards is snake.
I'm perfectly fine with dumb jokes.
Or that Voltorb is a ball. And Electrode is just that, but inversed.
Look, don't make fun of Gen 1 designs. People are not ready to hear the fact that they've always been bad.
Oh, they've always been bad.
Like, a third of Pokemon from every gen are well designed, and those are the ones we remember.
Yep, and Carmichael Runt makes the field goal.
You gonna pick up Legends of Arceus?
I don't know.
I'm probably not.
I'm
just
debating.
gonna continue using. I'm just gonna continue emulating the DS games.
There you go. Botterman slaughtered behind the line.
You know what? Bonnerman does his best. TLK is Godfather.
You come to me on my daughter's wedding. It's a good film. I have to see a second one still.
Aren't there like 3 of them?
There are, but you only need to watch the first 2. Also, fun fact, The Godfather 2 is the first sequel and one of only 2 sequels to ever win the Academy Award for Best Picture.
That's really cool. Have you considered that fundamentally you don't actually need to watch any of them?
That's true. Well, no, but I'm saying if you're going to watch them, you don't need to watch the third.
That's fair. I'd argue that if you're going to watch Star Wars, you don't need to watch any of the movies.
Okay, I'm ready to hear this theory.
None of the movies are even remotely close to being the best content Star Wars has to offer. Their only utility, in my opinion, is making the universe, like, central canon expand.
I mean, I feel like you need to watch the original Star Wars if you're going to...
Like, I don't think you have to. I think that, I'll be honest, I think that the vast majority of people who would even be interested in watching any of the side content if they hadn't watched the main stuff have gotten enough of Star Wars lore from osmosis. And honestly, the original trilogy doesn't really give you any information you need. It was a really simple story and you could catch most of the details like, on the periphery.
Mine's The Twisted Empire.
I mean, no.
Alright.
Everyone knows that twist.
We have a lore question. When was the first ever interception? Who threw it and who picked it off? That is a great question. I have no idea. But
preseason?
let's say regular season. Had to be week 1. Which means...
Who played the first game of week 1?
That's what I gotta... We'd have to scroll through our game announcements.
You want to bet it was Rocket Man?
I don't think it was the Vipers who started.
Okay. Who did we start? Who were the original teams? It was the Aliens, the Flamingos, the Vipers, the Aztecs.
Chocobos.
No, it was the Chocobos at the time.
Come on, Phil, you should know that.
The Rush, and who was the other original team?
The Coyotes.
Oh, the Coyotes! Yeah! Those were the 6 original teams. So,
Who were the quarterbacks for those teams?
Alright, I can do that. So for
we
the...
had Jamirical Robinson, Rocket Man.
Terrell Brister for the Rush.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You had, was it... Who was Leafer's player?
Kobayakawa?
No.
No,
Willie, no, it wasn't... Shoot. Austin Ronick for the Chocobos.
Ronick.
You had... Okay, there were 2 for the Aliens, but the first one was... it wasn't Hoppy's player, it was the other one. And it might have been him, honestly.
oh, you know what? Do we still have, in-game pictures? In-game screenshots?
We may. Maybe not.
Let me look for that.
I think I might have deleted that channel to make it so it was more manageable for people. But
Yeah, it looks like we might not. Oh, we
But
still have in-game screenshots. We still have it. I'm gonna scroll up and find.
I was gonna say we have the yeah.
I can find this. It might even be me who took the screenshot.
Probably was.
God, remember how much of a pain in the ass that was?
Oh my god. To answer your other question as to who the other quarterbacks were, you had Marvin Jett for the Coyotes.
Yeah, we did.
And then whoever was the first one for the Aliens. Because they had 2 quarterbacks that season.
Yeah,
And
the second one, I believe, set the still standing record for interceptions that game, right?
yep, 420 will get that pick, and Las Vegas is all of a sudden back in this game. Greg Gates finds Botterman.
We took a lot of screenshots.
We did. We also have the career database, which means we can link back to Season 1, which means we can get our Season 1 stats.
Yeah.
Why don't we just do that? That's easier.
Someone freaking at me in manage. Who added management?
Probably me. Phil, I'd look at the career database under Season Stats. It's pinned. And go to... Because that'll be easier.
I'm almost there, T. Okay.
Oh. Willie Miller will get a short gain there. And it's 3rd and 5.
All right. The first screenshot's literally Rocket Man with an int.
Ah ha ha! There it is. Who got the interception?
I don't know. It was only one int. I also have to see who. Jamiracle also had 2 ints that game.
Okay, so
let me go look at the defense for these teams.
Welcome back, Dave.
So the interception from the Mingos was Lion Nikita.
Of course. I was going to say it's probably Nikita.
And for the Vipers, it was McBotterson and McBotterson. So either Nikita got the first interception in league history off of Rocket Man, or a bot got it off of Hydra.
Speaking of picks, Deshaun Jackson with his 2nd of the night. Will he be him in? Has thrown 2
big.
picks.
That gives Venom a real chance to potentially tie it up at the half.
Their offense hasn't been able to do anything though. Denver's...
So yeah, it was either an interception off of Rocket Man for Leon Nikita, or an interception off of Hydra for a bot, which I think would be really funny.
I mean, it's very likely. We didn't have many defense players. JQ!
They're probably gonna... Wow, they call a timeout. They probably take one more chance at touchdown here, right?
They do, and then they're just going to kick the field goal. They have another timeout to burn either way, so they'll call it, barring something crazy, and they're just going to go for the field goal. So they're going to be down by 4, getting the ball at the half. This is... Venom have all of a sudden started clawing back into this game.
Bongo decided to at me in the Discord general chat while I was scrolling. Alright, yeah, so if someone wants to... No, it's probably not archived. But yeah, we actually have a 50-50 odds of who threw it. I'd say it's probably more likely it was Hydra who threw it. Jamirical Robinson, since he had 2.
I'd say so.
Yeah. So, with that, I'm going to say my official answer to the question is the first interception was thrown by Jamirical Robinson and caught by one of our body McBottersons.
All right, second half. Venom are going to be kicking off. My mistake. I'm going to grab the garlic knots. I'll be right back.
Of course.
The Venom being able to cut the lead to 4 is a big, big gain, since it means that they keep the game relatively close.
TLK, can Sir Bongo have one?
No, they're mine. All mine. Ah ha ha. Ooh, nearly picked there.
I need to go to Costco at some point. Give recipe.
Alright, so here's the recipe. First step, you call up a technology company that also does pizza, Domino's, and then you order garlic knots.
They're a technology company?
Oh yeah! It's actually, they're qualified as a technology company that sells pizza.
Is this for tax purposes?
No! It's because the majority of their budget is spent on tech.
That's hilarious. Also, also the dragons just got sacked like 3 times in a row.
All of a sudden, Venom are looking alive.
Oh my god.
So, here's kind of the interesting thing. Domino's has invested heavily in their technology for, like, just trying to get everything better. It's why their app is one of the best pizza
Their
order.
app is really good.
Yeah. It's why they keep trying to invest in things that'll make their pizza delivery better.
You know, that's good business because it was a long while. I actually quite like Domino's Pizza, but it was a long while back that they invested in making their pizza better, and now it's just a matter of getting it to folks. Because like honestly, like think about it like this: it's the market of like how do you get a drunk person to be as easily able to purchase your product as possible?
Yep.
I am hoarding channel points. Can I buy face gen? Can I buy people face gen?
Yes.
You can. Yes.
Absolutely.
You can redeem a face gen for 20,000 channel points.
And Brutus Maximus, he's going to be stopped by his own player, which stops him from getting a fumble 6. But a huge return nonetheless.
A disastrous play from that other person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, first out for Maple. Pizza Hut is one of the worst apps. Well, you know what? It turns out you can out Pizza the Hut. Sack by Granlund Dahlbeck.
Bjorn Isaac Grenlund Dahlbeck.
Heck of a name.
Big D.
You like Pizza Hut? You know what? I'm glad that you like things, Sir Bongo. I really like the Costco pizzas.
That's fair.
Who had the first sack and who was it on? Oh, Mike. What a terrible question.
Phil, just scroll back. If you're still there, it should still be scrolled.
It's not.
No!
Why would you do this to me? Wait, okay, I have an option. Okay, from user, from me, hashtag in-game screenshots, oldest, just, it worked.
There you go.
Alright, so, no sacks from them, no sacks from us. So there were no sacks in that game.
If I were to be a betting man, I would probably guess on Lazzy. No, wait, no, I know who. If I were a betting man, I would bet on none other than the defensive monster himself. Oh god, what was his name? The user's now Sweet Pea. I forget what their original player was.
We had 2 sacks by one McBotterson. or no, we had 2 sacks by one McBotterson DL on the Chocobos in Game 2 of the league. And no one else got a sack.
So there we go.
McBotterson in Game 2.
A lot of body
Marvin
stats.
Jet.
That checks out. Their OL was hot garbage. Derek Wildstar with the sack.
I mean, everyone's OL was kind of bad at that point in time.
That's true. 7-point difference. Denver has been able to keep Las Vegas from doing anything.
You know what, Topher? Topher, I'm gonna
I'll be right back. I'm just grabbing water.
I'm gonna hit you with a hot take. I actually really don't like stuffed crust. I think stuffed crust takes away from the structural integrity of the crust. At that point, you may as well use a knife and fork to eat your pizza, and I'm not about that life. That's fine, you're allowed to be objectively wrong. You know what? I'm also gonna hit you with something else. I really like plain crust. I think it's good.
You get that little bit of the pizza cheesiness on like a nice breadstick. It's great. I'm also the kind of guy who just like eat a baguette without putting anything on it. So
I mean, I do that too.
yeah, stuffed crust with seasoning. I'll die on that hill. You know what, Topher? Maybe you should just order some fucking breadsticks. Tell me if my dad. Well, you spelled my name wrong, Bongo. But
I don't know,
you know
Phil.
what's kind of fire? A calzone. I could go for a calzone.
I
Right
realized I missed the greatest burn at the end of Super Casual Bowl 1. I should have spelled your name with 2 L's, because I gave you that extra L.
If you had, I might have quit commenting. Toph, have you put your level on? We're gonna have to help TLK. I'm gonna ban you. I leveled up, yeah. Fantastic. Are you gonna stop? Are you gonna stop running away after every attack? Are you gonna stay in melee sometimes? We need Hydra to show up, man.
We do.
Darn. Yeah. All right. 7-point lead, fourth quarter, 2 minutes 16 left. Deep pass, dangerous, but Cortez catches it. Venom are in a dangerous position, but they could tie the game or even take the lead if they're bold enough.
Oh no, you go for the extra point here.
I will give you sneak attacks. You know what? Honestly, my character was kind of built to give other people sneak attacks. We just need Hydra to show up more. It's a shame. I think he's been pretty busy lately.
I know, he's house hunting.
Yeah.
Ping Xiaopo with...
Didn't he recently move into his home?
Yeah, but he was renting it, I think. It wasn't a...
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Philip, you've got a DM, I believe.
Yeah, God. Someone slid into my DMs. I'm blushing.
Oh, baby.
How
4th
dare
and
you.
1.
I'm blocking you.
4th and 1. 6-2 from Denver. Gase can't get it done. Denver's going to win 13-6.
They might win by more.
I think they're going to kneel it. Oh, no, they're not. Because Las Vegas still has all their timeouts. Speaking of timeouts, there's the first one from Las Vegas.
He actually blocked me crying. Give Runman some garbage time touches.
They instead give Grant some garbage time touches.
We all love garbage time. But you know what? Runman is... You know what? You know who was the garbage man? Jamirico Robinson. We would win games by like 4 points, and then he would throw like 3 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, it checks out.
And then he'd throw these weird late-game interceptions to give me a heart attack.
Yeah, of course. And Las Vegas Burners their final timeout. I'll be right back. I just want to throw out the garlic nut box.
Yep, no worries. You know what? You know what's really good? The Wawa, like, buffalo chicken bites. They're really good. I was trying to get rid of the crown, but get my first back. What's the first from? Founder, 4-month subscriber.
Wait,
Prime.
did they gotta stop? Wow. That's huge for Las Vegas. Mouse! Up the sideline! The mouse is in the house!
You called it too early! You jinxed him! How dare you!
I know.
Mouse banned in several schools.
And Pink Xiaopo.
I was one of the first subs, but always forget to resub. Am a clown. That could be a fun expansion team. The Clowns.
I mean, yeah, put him in Hartford, home of the Ringling Brothers Circus.
Could have been Los Angeles.
Gase, under pressure, throwing it deep. JQ!
Touchdown!
No team has gone into overtime more this season than Denver.
Who made the first coffin corner? Sorry, Bongo, we did not track that.
That one will never be tracked. My guess is I have no idea.
My guess was a bot.
Yeah, no, I would guess not a bot.
Oh, it could have been Colby.
That was a wild catch from JQ. Also, I'm going to take Phil off answering lore questions about stats right now because that is just, we are in a wildly good game.
Yeah, my God. The Dragons have a chance to seal this if they can get deep position and kick a field goal.
Absolutely. Although, do you trust...
Topher says it was Bobby Higginson on a trick play punt. Oh, they threw it. Maple catches. Not a first down, though.
And so it's 3rd and inches. 6-2 from the Venom coming in. Quick throw.
Yo, that was lightning fast.
Willie Beeman got it off, but just couldn't get to his man. And so they're going to punt with 13 seconds, which is probably the right play.
I don't know. It does give the Venom a technical chance to shut this game down right here, right now.
Absolutely. I mean, look, if you're Denver, you're up by 10, and then you all of a sudden put up 3 points. Well,
Oh, Topher called for the go for it.
they give it to Mouse. I think that's going to end it. And so, folks, I need 5s in chat.
Overtime rules. Here we go.
There will be no winner. There will be a winner. There will be a loser. There is no ties. Yeah, I know, Bongo. I got excited. I'm sorry. I'm usually leaned back when I'm talking, but no, I'm hyped. Yeah, you had 100 men. I trusted you. Ah, that's the first rule. So Denver starts with the ball.
Beeman, Rose.
Incomplete.
Good coverage. Good coverage.
All right, Phil. How do you think this ends? Field goal or touchdown?
I think it ends with a touchdown.
All right. It has already taken longer in this one than it has for the last overtime with the Dragons.
I want to say it'll end with a safety, honestly, but...
There's an offsides here, so they're going to get another chance, but they're going to decline it as Dogwood Maple gets them to the 50.
Will teams go for the field goal as soon as they're in range?
I don't know. I think it depends on the time.
Because in theory, they should just go for the field goal immediately.
No. You want to go for the touchdown here.
Okay.
Because if you score a field goal, then the Venom have a chance to strike back.
Recovered by the Venom!
Scoochy Catchman.
Topher says tie.
There is no ties. I refuse.
Gase, handoff to Mouse, hit behind the line. You gotta throw here.
Monster of the Woods going to hit them. I mean, now you can kind of just stay in Peter's range and just hope he drills it through. But yeah, I agree.
Mouse up the side. Oh. Denver
Third
has
and
timeouts. The Venom don't.
But it's 3rd and
it's
10.
Not particularly relevant.
No.
All right, Gase has the ball. Gase throws. Oh,
Danger.
First down.
JQ strikes again. What a night from him.
The Q stands for clutch.
Seriously.
Oh. Gase steps back. The line holds. Open man.
Mouse.
Spins. First down.
It's not looking good for Denver.
Who was it who said they were winning?
Me.
Who in the fourth quarter? GG Vegas. They haven't scored yet, Toph.
We've seen many a thing happen. Mouse tackle for a loss. It's 3rd and goal.
You know what? Red zone offense is hard.
Red zone offense is hard. Short pass to Cortez. And now they're gonna kick the field goal.
Topher in absolute dismay.
And they make it.
Oh!
Venom win 16-13. I want to point this out. They scored 6 points in the second quarter. Denver basically fell apart here. As Greg Gase is your offensive player, Dreyfus your defensive player. On to our final game.
our final game of the night. We are going to Roswell. The aliens are hosting the Wallabies.
What a game, though. Oh my
It
god.
It is rainy with no winds.
That was just a wild game. I'm still in awe of it.
Yeah.
JQ with the touchdown, and then and then the fumble recovery. Oh man.
Big time plays.
Big-
So you said Hydra's looking for a house. Do you know how his house hunt's going? I hope he finds one.
I'm sure he will.
I hope he finds a
Wallabies.
good one because he really liked the yard he got with the
Yeah.
rental property.
All right.
I imagine that's a pretty big concern for him going in looking for a new home. He wants to make sure Rizzo's got space.
Absolutely.
That's a very good game.
It really was.
Rest in peace, Denver. The Venom slew the dragon. Are they the best 2-3 team we've ever seen?
God dang it. All right. Let me just ping the aliens, let them know that they're up. All right. Roswell is the favorites. Did you pay out the bet, by the way?
Oh, I did not know. The winner were the Snakes. Literally everyone who voted got no points. It was All-Star 289 who lost their points.
All right. Our final game of the night.
It's the last game of the night. I don't want to do a prediction.
That's fine. These have been really good games, though, tonight.
They have been. This has been a good match. We got a lot of bad ones way early.
Yep. All right. And so, Roswell will start with the ball. You know what's funny about this game?
Everything, man.
Outside of so both of these teams have different colored fields. There's a lot of really cool things about like these teams and their intertwined history. So I want to really talk about this because it's fun. Clifford Wilson tackled for a loss. The Wallabies dynasty starts with a trade from the aliens, Providence C. Rab. Look at that beautiful face, Jen. That sexy beast. It may or may not be me.
Why are you talking?
Because it's me.
You're very cute.
It's the picture I took of me when I went to Binghamton to drive you to get your COVID vaccine. And Botterman with the pick.
Desperation throw to a DL bot.
And a sack there. Hugh Lukeley. McMorris had no time whatsoever. Deep bomb downfield. And Matthew McDonald has it. New Zealand has points on the board. This playoff picture could get very murky with a New Zealand win. Like, very, very murky. Like, I have to do math murky. I want to make sure I'm not muted. Because I'm having that weird moment where I thought, nope, okay, cool. Phil, did I lose you?
No, I'm still here.
You're just still in awe. Clifford Wilson breaks away with a huge run there against the Wallabies defense. If we lose, I will cry.
Let's go.
And this time he's tackled for a loss. Providence C. Rab is there to meet him. Wilson is averaging 5 yards a carry.
I hope Roswell recovers here. I prefer Roswell to the Wallabies for personal reasons.
I think no one's ready for the Wallabies to return. It's going to happen, but no one's ready for it.
I miss Scorp, man.
Everyone misses Scorp.
He was the reason I kind of liked the Wallabies.
Which is funny, because he played the heel role really well.
He did, but he also misspelled everything, so it was fine.
Yeah. So you don't miss Scorp. You really learn Scorp.
Yeah. Scorp.
Bongo, because that's what I have as, I don't know. As Mickey Mouse will get a short gain there. You know, speaking Scorpies was not an easy thing. Oz Shepard with the sack.
I feel like I could generally guess what he was trying to say.
Yeah, you could generally guess. McMorris, deep bomb downfield. Colt Remington went. And it looked like if you actually watched the DB, they actually got thrown off the route a little bit. The DB actually moved a little bit off to the side as if he's sort of expecting Colt to go with a little bit of a cross instead of a straight route. And so he course corrects. So Colt isn't able to take it all the way to the house, but even so. Like, I'm noticing sort of how these plays are breaking down a little bit more. Because one of the things that's been in my mind since is sort of the misreading of routes. And whether or not that's a thing. And how often it occurs and what it is that causes it.
Morris, throw, almost picked.
And so they're going to have to settle for a duck football field goal attempt from the punt god himself. Kick is up and good.
Woo! 10-point lead.
I don't think this was the game Roswell was going in thinking would happen. But then again, we've seen the Wallabies show up in weird games that they shouldn't have any chance of winning. But yeah, so back to their history being tied. So as we said, the Wallabies trade for Troy Pressing, which helps the Wallabies build a dynasty and help the Aliens sort of build that groundwork that lets them become the force of nature they are today. But it gets even crazier. The Wallabies' last Scorp Dynasty era team lost to the Aliens in the Super Casual Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Providence C. Rab is there to meet Clifford Wilson. Grimes back to pass. Deep bomb downfield. And just nothing but Wallabies.
Oh, I'm a little surprised by how this game's gone, honestly.
Honestly, I am too. I think if you had told me that the Wallabies were going to beat the Aliens tonight, I'd say unlikely. I can see it happening, but it would take a miracle. Though having Slim did nothing wrong back as O-line has definitely helped. Wide open is Matthew McDonald. And he's going to make the Aliens pay for that as Wallabies go up 17-0.
Oh, no.
They are, as you say, Walla winning. 105 yards from Matthew McDonald.
They're giving him a walloping.
Our hashtag dominant season is about to become a hashtag underdog season.
You enjoying the fact that there's no response to my joke? You laugh at that?
Yeah, I do.
I'm laughing at it too, man.
Alright, so now it's up to the Aliens offense to try and do something. Grimes back to pass. Just throws it away. This is an uncharacteristically bad night for Anton Grimes. He's 4 for 7 for 11 yards and 1 interception. And Wilson, nowhere to go. It's 3rd and 9.
Grimes steps back, has some time. Oof.
And so Chuck Finn is going to punt this one.
I'm so bad, God. You know what, Bongo? There's nothing wrong with being bad. I've done it many times.
I mean, I would also say we are in an era where the running back is a very tough position. And wide open again is Woolaby the sheep this time.
Also, yeah, it's not like it's your fault that the team's defense can't stop a deep route.
Like, McMorris has thrown for 239 yards, 3 touchdowns on 6 passes. We can talk about the run game not being efficient, and that's a fair thing to make, but I would not pin this on any one person.
When do you want to go get the treadmill, man? Treadmill
We've
soon?
only got like 8 more minutes left. So like 10 minutes?
You've
Wait,
like
I don't
10-ish minutes left.
I don't need one. Look.
Oh, you don't need a treadmill, so I can just leave it down there?
I left you 2 garlic knots and 2 cinnamon knots.
Yo,
And
I could
half
go
a
for a
pizza.
cinnamon knot.
Yo, cinnamon knots are good.
Fire. Yeah.
These ones are okay.
I'm just so fucking hungry right now.
My butt itches.
And Clifford Wilson, catch and run, gets the first.
Well, you know what, guys? If y'all want TLK's food, you have to get locked in his basement like I am.
Yeah. Grimes, back to pass. Finds Radiant's ham. Now aliens are starting to look alive. Is it too little too late? Or do you think this could be a sign of a comeback?
They've got a half left.
I know. Grimes, though, met immediately by Chinstrap to Pengu. And Wilson tackled for a loss by Fat Heck.
Hey, did you vacuum in here and the bedroom? Where did you vacuum?
Here, and the bedroom.
You vacuumed everywhere? Yes! Yes! Yes!
And that one's going to be a touchback.
I'm gonna touch your back. And your butthole! With fists.
Why are you like this?
That worked really well, I'm sorry.
Our Christian stream.
Our Christian server. This is why I say our servers are designed for mature audiences.
Do we have an age?
That's really funny, because I'm fucking immature, bro!
What was the question, Phil?
Do we have an age requirement for watching our streams?
No, we probably should. We do have a warning.
Right after you tell her you did the vacuuming?
Why are you nervously laughing? I'm just crazy.
That's why. And the Roswell aliens get a stop. 48 seconds left in the half. They're still scoreless. Does my wife play in the SCFSL? No. No. Grimes back to pass. And Dior has a first. I keep telling her to create a player. She says no. To quote her, I'm not a nerd. I think there were a few more expletives, but you're not wrong, PCast.
You are a fucking nerd! I'm not a nerd! I'm a tool!
Yes. Yes, you are.
Are you explaining what I'm doing to you right now?
No. She has put her foot on my shoulder. I'm very scared, guys.
It's
I may
Captain
die
Morganing.
tonight.
It won't be homicide, it'll be accidental.
Are we sure we're allowed to hear this, TLK? Are you a cam girl now?
I'm not. And
Touchdown lid!
and Roswell's all of a sudden starting to look alive.
They have a shot.
Look, if the Wallabies collapse on a 24-point lead, I have no sympathy for them.
I have no sympathy for bitches!
Wow.
She is on another level tonight. I'm sorry, Bongo. My wife is feisty tonight.
That's some sort of coded misogynistic dig?
No! I'm saying that you're feisty.
Yeah, suck
Going
it!
down to 25 instead of 50. Bongo has to turn TLK down. Has to turn you down exclusively because your wife is shouting at us.
What?
Nothing. As McDonald. Alright, so the Wallabies have... Roswell has a chance to start to make it a viable game. Play action here. Short pass and incomplete. Can the Aliens D stop the pass in the second half? That's a great question. That's why we play the games. McMorris finds Woolaby the sheep.
The Aliens D stop the pass in the second half. You know what? They'll try.
They say, okay, stop the pass. Mickey Mouse is going to run for 20.
Mickey Mouse is gonna pants you, bitches! Ha ha!
Why are you like this?
What, you're surprised?
A little bit. You're more aggressive than usual.
She's very engaged today. Maybe she wants to hang out with you.
It's okay. I know she wants to hang out with me. We're going to go carry a treadmill upstairs soon. It's going to be fun.
By fun, I put the F-U in fun.
Yeah, I like that one. And McMorris fumbles.
Fumble recovered by the Aliens. Vent.
And all of a sudden, Roswell is looking to finally do some damage and make this a 10-point game. And shred the lead. Bonnerman, the fullback, it runs backwards, though. And Skadilius Kapoklisson will get the TFL. Early signs point to yes, indeed. And Wilson up the middle makes 2 Wallabies miss and gets a first.
Come on, Wilson, do your job. Gosh darn it. Well, he is. He is. The line holds. Grimes throws. Deflect. Keep going.
Nearly a touchdown there. Get mad more often, Bongo. Yeah, it seems to be working. As that one's incomplete again, and it's 3rd and 10. Grimes has a man. No good. So they're going to turn to Chuck Finn to basically put 3 points on the board, making this a 14-point game. Wallabies defense tightens up, but Roswell has 3 more on the board. It's 10-24. Since scoring 24 points, Wallabies have scored. Roswell have allowed 0 and scored 10.
This would be a very alien baseball game, but unfortunately, it's just football. I have a pretty good catching stat. That's nice.
So why does the quarterback throw the way that they do? It all depends on reads and matchups.
You missed a lot of patches.
And McDonald gets the first. What? Here, there, everywhere.
Pretty much. You are a Beatles song.
I'm sorry. I'll give it.
Ooh, good coverage from the
Under
Aliens.
here and under. Well, you gotta go. You can't just go la 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 la.
Okay.
Over there.
No, there it ain't good. I realized that.
It's right there.
I know. But I was worried
Is this
about,
what you do?
No, I was worried about the cables connecting to things. So I didn't want to.
Well, you could have picked them up.
I could have. Can we talk about it in like 5-ish minutes?
Yeah, and you can fix it.
Okay. And Duck Football is going to punt this one away. Roswell.
I'll duck you in the footballs.
Okay, do you vacuum like my son? No, I don't. Well, I don't know how your son vacuums.
Maybe he's excellent.
I think based on the question and what my wife was saying, I don't think so. I missed a couple spots.
I don't know. We don't know how PCAST talks to his son.
I also need to buy more magic erasers because I realize we're out. And Taba to buy! Missed a couple spots. And Wilson tackled for a loss there. He had nowhere to go. It's Providence. He bears on him the moment he gets the ball. And I don't know, Phil. I know it's a two-score game, but I feel like four's in chat.
The momentum is firmly in the alien's hand. That was the OL. I'm sorry, Bongo, but as an OL, and commentating with a fellow OL, it's never the OL's fault.
As a Hall of Fame offensive lineman, I can say the OL isn't at fault for a linebacker getting through. That's just kind of a linebacker blitz. Short pass.
We do our jobs to the best of our ability. I literally got the ball and was tackled.
Yeah, but that's not on the OL. That's a linebacker blitz that just got through.
Yeah, there's not much we can do when we're like being pressured by like 7 dudes. In plays like that, you need like the running back and the tight end to also help. Otherwise, they just get through. That's an inflated speed problem. Yeah,
that's also true.
99 means that things happen really quick.
Yeah,
I'm a IRL OL. It is the OL. I'm sorry, Bongo, but our OL don't work like IRL OL. They work like Legos.
As Mickey Mouse gets a short gain, it's 3rd and 5. Roswell still needs a little bit more, but they need to stop here.
McMorris under pressure, quick pass, not caught. Like, in real life, you can push people to, like, avoid gaps opening up and stuff. In this, once you lock into place, you're just, like, stuck.
And so a quick 3 and out gives Roswell what they need, most likely.
You're going to be starting center this next football season?
Nice!
I'm glad that you're doing well. I hope you don't end up with CTE.
Grimes gives it to Wilson. Wilson runs up the middle, gets a first. He's averaging just about 3 yards a carry.
Grimes steps back, has open targets up the side. Warzog for some yards.
And it's 2nd and 7.
I'm trying to make all state. You know
like
what?
it.
I'm rooting for you, man.
Grimes, ooh, bad throw there. It's 3rd and 7 now.
This is the best role Will Ferrell has ever played, though.
I showed you that dog last night.
I know, but I've concluded it's not a dog that looks like Will Ferrell.
Wide open downfield,
It's
Warzog!
Will Ferrell doing method acting.
As a dog?
Yes, I'll show you the picture later, Phil.
Did he sleep in a small bed made for something smaller than himself?
I don't know. And now down by 7, Roswell needs a stop. This has been wild. They've been doing it all night. Roswell has clamped up and probably mounted together one of the wildest comebacks. We have seen back-to-back comeback games.
It's true.
Excuse me.
Of course, I won't call it a comeback till it's over.
Yeah, don't call it a comeback. Running play, 2-minute warning.
And so, here we go. Roswell's going to burn timeouts here. As McMorris is sacked, Schofield gets him. DB sack will get to the quarterback in no time.
3rd and 14 if they force the quick turnover here.
Play action.
Play action.
Short
pass. Botterman.
And so Roswell gets the stop they need.
This is dangerous. Yeah, blitzes are scary. Like, basically all high-level defenders are at 90-plus speed. So, everyone's really fast. There's just not much time.
Schofield is linebacker, yeah.
Grimes throws, caught by Warzog.
First down.
one timeout left. 1 minute 30. Grimes steps back. The line holds. Out pass. Tubba to buy. Is that a first down? Just
No.
short.
Second and
Not super
inches.
important. Second and inches.
And they will go for it on 4th down.
That's true.
6-2 coming in from the Wallabies. Grimes is sacked.
Oh,
Chin strap to
double nine.
Pengu. 58 seconds on the clock.
Schofield is linebacker.
There's a
Grimes
man in the flats.
upfield.
Salami
Oh,
lid!
All right, here we go. Red zone. Grimes steps back. The line holds on this play. Throws. Oh, too high.
They've got 33 seconds to score a touchdown to tie it up.
They do still have one timeout.
Tie your butt up.
Grimes throws.
Ooh,
Oh.
that was the right play. DB just...
Might not even need to use the timeout if it keeps being plays like this.
I would
Grimes
expect them
steps
not...
back, throws. Oh.
Bad throw there.
Yeah. They're like just. They went for the touchdown play every time, but honestly, they probably should have just gone for the first down and then a run.
Well, this
Grimes
is it.
steps back. The line does not really hold, but
And-
50-50 has dropped.
That'll do it. New Zealand's going to get away from this near collapse unscathed. What a game, though.
Oh.
Good game, aliens.
Congratulations to the Wallabies. They narrowly held out on their lead.
This was nearly one of the wildest comebacks we had ever seen. Like, I am just still in shock of it. Hey, I got Defensive Player of the Game.
Congratulations. That was a fantastic game overall. It was a game of two halves, and it was two exciting halves.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. That's the day.
We'll see you tomorrow as we have our Dev League games, and Friday for our Major League games at 7 o'clock.
Yep. Good night, everybody.